I know you're going to be shocked on this one. You probably didn't anticipate this one. This is going to shock you, may baffle your mind, may make you question, say, I don't want to be a leader no more. Just going to get some of you right here. Jesus had critics. Y'all, maybe y'all didn't know. Jesus had critics. So number 3, I come to tell you as a leader, for I'm a part, a leader for God, have courage to face your critics. Don't be distracted by criticism. Y'all are going to help me here. And as a leader, you got to understand that you're going to be criticized sometime. The only way you can avoid criticism is do nothing.
That's it.
Say nothing. And guess what? You won't be nothing. That's what Aristotle said.
Come on now.
Let me say what Aristotle said one more time. There's the only way to avoid criticism is do nothing. Say nothing and be nothing. How much that you got to learn how to face your critics and stand up and say, no matter what they say, I'm trusting that God going to make a way. He's going to use me until he uses me up. I may be looking down now, but I'm not going to stay there because I serve a mighty God who can. Is anybody believing and trusting that God can and God will? There's nothing too hard for God. You may be the tail right now, but God said you can be the head and not the tail, above and not beneath. You got to learn how to face your critics with courage.
Come on now.
You know. Romans 14:4 says, who are you to pass judgment on the servant of another?
Who are you? That's it.
It is before his own master that he stands or falls. And he will be held, for the Lord is able to make him stand. So you got to face your critics, know that God is on your side. You know what I find out? It's always going to be somebody that has something to say. It is. They're going to say, oh, you know what? Y'all should have called me to do it. I could have done it better. No, they weren't going to do nothing. They always Johnny or Joni come lately. Always showing up late for the party. It's all over now, but they got something to say. You didn't do that right. I could have did it better than y'all paid too much. I could have brought it better for you. Where were you, Johnny? Or where were you, Joan A, in the midst of the planning phase of everything? You were somewhere. Y'all go help me here doing something probably you didn't have no business, but yet now you come as a critic. But you got to stand strong and with courage in the face of criticism. I remember Malcolm X, he once said, if you have no critics, you're likely to have no success. That's right. If you don't have no critics, you're likely to have no success. T.D. Jakes said it like this: excellence requires discomfort. Many times in leadership, we want it to be comfortable, but God didn't call us to comfort as leaders. He called us to stand up in discomfort. When it's not going your way, when the odds are strained, that's when true leaders come to manifest themselves. My brothers and sisters, I watched in my lifetime, I watched how a rose of bud in the midst of thorns. How beautiful it buds when thorns are all around. As a leader, you got to be able to bud for God in the midst of trying situations and trials and tribulations in your life. That means that you got to be willing to face your critics. I'm not going to spend time on too many critics. I'm not going to spend all my time with critics. I can't give them like I give them too much credit if I spend too much time on them. But I will credit them that they challenged me to see God to get better. Sometimes your critics will challenge you to see God. God, if I'm not what I'm supposed to be, mold me and shape me to be better. And you got to learn how to live a life that'll shame your critics. Now, let me retract this. You can't shame your critics because your critics don't have no shame. Amen. you got to continue to be an example. 1 Timothy 4:12 in the Holman Christian Standard Bible. You should be example of in believers in speech, in conduct. That means you got to act right. In love, you got to love the way God says love. In faith, that means you got to have the faith to stand and tell it like it is. In purity, living a life that is holy and acceptable unto God, which is our reasonable service. And then in the midst of it all, you got to learn how to stay humble.
Yes, sir.
Stay humble, the key to stay standing.